What's up, guys? Happy bow drop day. It is awesome time of year. It's Christmas for us in the shop. I have the new Alpha AX3 29, but specifically this video is going to show y'all how to use the XTS or the Exact Tuning System by Hoyt. Thank you for finally getting us a tuning system that does not require a press, Hoyt. Loving that we don't have to use spacers anymore. It's going to be an awesome technology, but we're going to figure this out together. I haven't even played with this. I have the information sheet from my preview bows, but let's just go throw it through paper and let's learn together. So I think it's pretty simple. We're going to go shoot my hunting arrow from this year, which was a Easton Axis 4mm 300 spine. We're going to run it through my draw length, 28.5, 70 pounds. Yeah, let's go run it through paper, see what kind of tear we get, and then we're going to do this system together and get me shooting a bullet hole. So let's run back to the paper tuner and see what we got to start. All right, got the AX3, got my arrow. Let's run one through paper right quick and let's just see what we got. Center shot the rest, timing spot on. Let's just see what it looks like. I don't expect a bullet hole yet. Let's just look at it. Okay, let's try to get up here. All right, so with that rounded edge over here on this left side, right over here, I got a knock right tear. You can see that point is sitting over here. The rest of my veins are on that right side, so that arrow is coming out knock right, kicking this way. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our Exact Tuning System here. And since I have a knock right tear, I'm gonna need to stiffen this top right limb and the bottom right limb. So in order to stiffen, I'm gonna move this piece down, or I can weaken the left one. So let's just go ahead and focus on that. Let's stiffen the top right and the bottom right. And remember, I'm holding it out towards y'all, but if you're looking at the bow, this is your left, this is your right. So from your viewer point of view, top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so since I had a knock right tear, I'm gonna stiffen the top right limb. So what you're gonna do is take your Allen wrench, you're gonna loosen this guy. Just break it open and loosen it. Okay, we've loosened this guy. And then inside here, there's your screw, and that's gonna be your tension screw. So since we have a knock right, I need to stiffen the limb, meaning I need to bring it down towards the limb pocket. So I'm gonna turn it clockwise, and you can see it moving on that channel. I'm seeing my indicator lines move. And then I'm gonna tighten that back up. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom right. Now this might look left for you guys. This might look left for you guys, but if I'm looking at the bow, this is the bottom right. It's the same process. Try to get my hand out of there so you can see. We're gonna loosen that up, okay? And then I have my screw down here at the bottom. And then I'm gonna stiffen it as well. There we go. Lock it back down. And there we go. So I've stiffened the top right limb and the bottom right limb. Let's go reshoot it through paper and see what we got. All right, let's see if that changed anything by stiffening the right limbs. Yeah, I would say it did. Still maybe just a slight, I mean, I don't know if we can see that. I'm gonna be picky about it because now we have an exact tuning system, so let's be exact, right? Ever so slight knock right. I mean, that's definitely close enough to start broadhead tuning, but let me go back with the tuning system here. Okay, still we have the ever so slightest knock right, so I'm gonna go ahead and still using the top right, I'm gonna go ahead and stiffen it just a hair. I mean, barely even gave it a half a twist. You can see now that it's kind of more in the center there. I'll get a close-up of that. Let's shoot that and see how exact we just got it. All right, let's see if we fix that slight knock right tear now. That looks pretty darn good right there. Yeah, right in the center. Pretty awesome on that XTS tuning technology. Awesome, that looks a lot better. All right, let's wrap this up on the Tuning XTS system. All right guys, so that was just a quick video on how to use the XTS system. Hoyt's gonna have a tuning chart on their website about this, or you can call us at the shop. But let me just simplify it best way I know how. So, looking at the limb pocket, say I'm the customer who just bought the bow. I'm looking at the bow. This is the view. Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. If you have a knock right tear, we need to stiffen the top right and the bottom right. And in order to stiffen that, you want to be moving your little channel here towards the limb pocket, away from the cam. And you can tell when you're tightening it, it's a lot stiffer going that clockwise direction than the counterclockwise direction. So, knock right, we're adjusting the top right and the bottom right, and we're stiffening those limbs. Let's say you have a knock left tear. We're gonna do the opposite, right? We're gonna stiffen the top left and the bottom left. So very simple. Knock left, you're gonna deal with the left side limbs. Knock right, you're gonna deal with the right side limbs. Now let's say you have a knock high tear and your timing's perfect, everything's center shot, all that stuff. You're going to weaken both limbs up top, meaning we're gonna go towards the cam, and then you're gonna stiffen both limbs on the bottom. So going towards the limb pocket. Again, this can be confusing. Hoyt's gonna have a chart. You can call us, we can answer any questions you got, but thank goodness for no bow press needed to be able to tune your bow. Love that. I'm glad we're not dealing with spacers anymore, but solid system, solid bow. It's gonna take some getting used to as far as seeing how much, how much to turn, how many turns you need to do to correct, say, an inch tear or whatever. A little bit of playing with, but the good news is you can play with it. You don't have to borrow a bow press or run to your shop or whatever. This is awesome for you guys who like to work on your own stuff and self-tune. So that was the XTS system. I'm sure we'll do a lot more videos about it once we get more used to it in the shop and see them on the bows and test these things out a little bit more. But if you guys got any questions, let us know. Y'all have a great day.